Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a small game that I picked up recently. This game is called Submerged. It reminded me of a book that I once read, and I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But first, let's jump into this game. The game is a survival exploration game. There is no combat, there's no jump scares, nothing like that. But I'm also not very well aware of the storyline that it follows. I know a little bit about it, but not too much. So let's see where it takes us. This is absolutely beautiful. And I'm running this on low textures, by the way. I can't run this on high textures. But this looks amazing, even like this. And here we are, in the world of Submerged. Basic controls, W, A, S, and D to walk around. And this scenery is absolutely beautiful, I have to admit. And E to interact with objects. Ooh, that young man has a nasty scar across his stomach. So I'm assuming these tell our story. So we were born in an area on stilts, apparently, stilt houses. And we had a loving family. But then one day, something must have happened to cause all of this. And our younger brother is named Taku. That's interesting. Hang on, I need to move. Oh, bugger. Okay, so something that I have a problem with. My mouse occasionally interacts with the bottom of my screen, which means it brings up my taskbar because I have that thing. So, our story. The city's story, the creatures, and the landmarks. So this is our journal, basically. Our story is very long. Okay. We need to find something to stop Taku's bleeding. Which means... oh, God, that's going to get annoying eventually. The problem is this game doesn't have a 1280 by 720 setting, which can be very irritating. There is... we seem to be in America. Oh, God. Okay. Ooh, okay. Controls are fairly sensitive. W to accelerate, S to slow down. Whoa, okay. That's definitely very, very sensitive. But I don't think we want to go into those vines. Mainly because it might get our propeller stuck. Hang on, let's try it. There we go. And the Lyoness Hotel. Interesting. Okay, let's see about getting around here. Okay, so that. Okay. Controls are fairly intuitive. They're a little bit slow to react, I've noticed, but that's probably my laptop more than anything. As I said, the texturing, I can't run high textures on my laptop, mainly due to the fact that it's very old at this point. But the gameplay is very intuitive. Although I do wish that the options menu had a 1280 by 720 setting, because it's a little bit irritating. Has a tendency to not work properly all the time. But we're not going to be playing through this whole game. We're just going to be playing a little bit. Okay, 1 out of 60. What's that for? That's the city story. Alright, that's interesting. Keep these in my journal. And M is our map. And we've got keys for home, supplies gathered, secrets, and boat upgrades. Okay, so this game is fairly intricate in certain aspects. Okay. I'm enjoying this gameplay so far. It's very, the music is very atmospherical, and the whole thing, is really beautiful. I'm assuming this is what we're looking for, or maybe that up there. Is it that up there that we're looking for? Hang on. Here we are. Yes. Here we are. Big box of stuff. Emergency rations. Okay. So these are medical supplies, I'm guessing. Now all we can do is wait, really. Okay, so I guess it's fishing time? The game doesn't have any dialogue as far as I'm aware, and it doesn't have any text prompts, any proper text prompts that would tell us what's going on or anything. Need to find more of those crates. Indeed. It technically does have dialogue, but it's not in a language that I recognize as of yet. Alright. We're gonna... Oh my god, that's a whale. That is a whale. That's a very big whale. Alright. Now, there's sure to be some form... Oh, hang on. Flying fish. That's really cool, the way that they prompt you with little things like that. So, for example, flying fish, you make a drawing, a picture of the flying fish, that sort of type of thing. We need to find some sort of gantry. T. Can use my telescope to discover distant objects, and we can use the mouse wheel to zoom in. It's all the controls are very intuitive, I have to admit. Ooh. Where actually? Hang on. I don't think we'll want to go over there just yet. That's a bit far away from home. But as I said, I'm only going to be doing one episode. As with all of these, I'm only going to be doing one episode of this because as much as I already very much enjoy this gameplay, I'm not sure if you guys would like to see more. And at the same time, there are some very annoying little things about this that I'd like to... Aha! Journal piece. That the devs could probably do with fixing before I would actually do a full playthrough of this game. But it's definitely worth checking out. And if you've got higher graphics, then for sure, just come and have a look at this. Because even on low graphics, to me, this looks absolutely stunning. And especially the way they've done the water effects and the waves. For an indie game, because as far as I'm aware, this is an indie game, this is absolutely beautiful. And it's mainly focused on exploration, but at the end of the day, these are the sorts of games that I prefer to play, as you all know. Or games of strategy and exploration. They're all very, very cool to actually play. There isn't much more to the game's functionality. Oh, what was that? That must be a dolphin. Dolphins are bastards. Sorry. But from what I can tell, all of the sea creatures in this have some sort of infection, from what I can tell, because all of the sea creatures have this sort of this stuff on their skin. Oh. Oh, okay, so this is how we find boat upgrades. So now we have a boost. Okay, that's interesting. So overturned boats are how we find boat upgrades and all of that sort of thing. And that looks like to be a church steeple. And an entire church to go with it. Or a set of church steeples. That's very interesting. And we've got the dolphins following us around as well. Which is all well and good, but personally... Interesting. Oh, and that is a pelican. Once again with that weird infection type thing. Oh. Okay, we're getting the princess and the golem. Hang on, what I'm going to attempt, and I'm not sure if it's going to go well, but I'm going to attempt to put our graphics up a little bit. So, textures to high, effects to high, post-processing to high, and apply options. Resume. Oh yeah, that's definitely lagging a bit, but wow. This is even prettier, but it's definitely slowed down my game quite a bit, especially on my laptop, because, as I said, it's not brilliant. But, oh, wow. If you have a good computer and you want to play this, I heartily recommend it. But as I said, the devs do need to do a little bit of work. Just minor tweaks, but just to get it properly looking really good. Oh, hang on. There's something on that roof. Oh. That's crates right there. There's quite a few things on that. Those are tanks. Oh, alright. But yeah, the devs definitely need to do a little bit of work before I would consider playing this properly. Just with the screen resolution and stuff, really. But other than that, it's really good. I love it. I'd definitely like to play more of this, but I probably won't. I have way too much stuff to do. Too much stuff, not enough time. As usual. Where do we want to go? Hang on, what's this place? This place looks like it might have something on it. Ah, hello. The Hotel Villoyste? I can't. Maybe there's something I can use up there. Yes, indeed. Lyoness Hotel. Oh, right, that's a D, not an O. Lyoness Hotel. Okay. Alright, so we introduce a new climbing mechanic. The whole game is completely open world, as far as I'm aware. There's not really any cutscenes or anything. Well, there are cutscenes, but there's no proper storyline that it's dictated that you have to follow. It's just a really pretty game. Come on. I'm not completely sure I was ever given a name for the young lady's character. If I was, then I didn't see it. But if you guys have actually played this game, and you can tell me down in the comments of who this young lady is, then I would be more than appreciative. But another thing to say about this game, the soundtrack is phenomenal. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not completely sure who sound engineered the game, but it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And even just from 10-15 minutes of playing this game, I can already tell you, it's lovely. Now, I can't stress that enough. It's absolutely lovely to play. It's got really easy controls. It's all functional. But yeah. So I'm gonna leave it off here for now, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this quick look at Submerged. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this game, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.